Hey YouTube, I am back with another repair guide. Now, based on my channel, you might think I vape carts mostly, but that's just not the case at all. I actually vape flower for the most part. I got this Arizer Dream Q here. It's been my trusty, good old faithful for years on end. This has been my go-to desktop vape for going on over a decade now. Done me great. I love the design. I love for what it is, but alas, my wife is pretty clumsy with it and decided, hey, I'm gonna break the glass down below, the little glass on glass piece with it. Glass, of course, that's gonna break eventually at some point. Well, the great thing about Arizer is you can buy pretty much replacement parts for the whole thing. Just gotta be able to take it apart and put it back together, and that's what this guide is for. It's the glass. So first off, I want to take out these 4 screws here, the bottom plate off. All right, we got those 4 screws off here. I'm just gonna take, oh, how gnarly is that? Oh, all that post vape bud and freaking cat hair. Oh, I'm gonna have to clean my desk. Look at how gnarly that gets. Yeah, it's always good to clear this sucker out. Yeah, when you let it go down to the bottom, it catches and ugh. But now we got the bottom. See, now there's 6 more tiny screws and a ribbon connector we got to disconnect here. All right, we got those little screws off. That should be, if my recollection serves me right, the last of the screws. Now we're gonna want to take our little screwdriver. There's these little notches on either side. You're gonna want to lift those up with the screwdriver there. Pull that ribbon out. Simple enough. That should get just enough wiggle room. Pull out the connector. Hold. And lift. Little connector there. Simple as whoop. Oh, lovely. All that nice dirt and grime. And it's pretty much like, you know, you got your controller, you got a little like fan inlet for the airflow. We just take the metal guard off. So we have the exposed ceramic core. This is the heating, the actual heating element. Hot, heat air up. Oh, yep, forgot. There's 4 more screws we gotta do. Gotta take care of. Take this housing off. All right, so my size 1 Phillips head while working on these does not work. All right, so I had to actually go size 2 here. Size 2 Phillips head. Go, and there's the 4th one. Now you definitely want to be sure not to mix up these screws when you're putting them back together. They are definitely different styles, different sizings. Now let's finally get this replaced. Let's take it apart here. Whoa. Go, there's their broken piece. You see, it's pretty much just wires. Heater going into this core. Up this little stick. But yeah, let's get this fixed here. Oh. As you can see, my wife did quite the number. Shattering it, just knocking over too many times. This thing has gotten knocked over years and years and years of abuse, and it finally caved in. Like, this is some good glass, because this I feel like should have broken a long time ago and only recently has. So when you're putting this thing back on, it actually goes on a very specific way. Otherwise, this glass piece is just slide right out. So my suggestion is take that metal mesh, stick it on the ceramic coil like that, and then slide it on through. I want this notch here go down and rest like that on the bottom section. That lock it into place. Perfect. Definitely make sure those screws in there are properly aligned. If they're not properly aligned, it's not going to secure this in. It's going to come out pretty quickly. So definitely triple check these screws. Make sure they're fully secure in there. It really requires a tight hug on that to keep it in place. Get this heat cover. It's even got little shaped pieces. So definitely plug this thing back in before screwing the screws on, because there ain't enough room once you get those on. And there you have it. Nice fresh piece of glass put back together. Moment of truth here. Boom. And that's gonna do it. That's how you fix your Arizer Extreme Q. Just pretty simple vape, just a handful of different size Phillips head screws, and just making sure that that finicky little glass piece stays on properly. Definitely, that is the most finicky part about this process, is making sure that glass in there quite right so that it secures properly. So definitely triple check that before you put everything back on. Yeah, in case, if you subscribe, ring that bell. You have a great rest of your day.